Alright you guys, this is my tutorial on how to build a 1-inch mortar shell, and they actually have pretty good performance. They go about 80 feet up and have a nice report, and they're way cheaper than just buying them straight up, and you can also make these anywhere. So what you're going to need is black powder from grafs.com, that's grafs.com, and they'll ship to your home legally, and you're going to want to get the FF granulation. And then just any type of glue. I recommend contact cement. This stuff's really good. And then 3mm fuse, which can be bought from canonfuse.com. And just some masking tape. You will need this. 1-inch shells, obviously, from canonfuse.com as well. And this is for the lift. This is what goes on the bottom and carries all the gunpowder to shoot it up. So what I'm going to do is cut it into pieces. And you can buy this off from canonfuse.com as well. And you can use scissors, but I recommend a sharp X-Acto knife. I'm sorry, I forgot what it was called. And these are used to cut the fuse. And then I also have a nail to poke a hole in several parts of the shell, and you'll find that out later as well. And once you have all of these materials, you should be able to make a 1-inch mortar shell, multiple ones. And once again, if you live anywhere in the United States, you can make this anytime you want. All you need to do is just go on the internet and order it. It'll be in front of your door. It's all legal. It's just illegal to put it together, but who cares? So here we go. Alright, so now your first step is to cut the delay fuse, and you're going to want about a 1/4 inch at the most, and I'm just going to cut the end off because it wasn't too great. So alright, so now what we're going to do is cut it, and you're going to want to cut it at an angle. So I'll show you. Try to cut it at the most angle you can. So as you can see, I'm not using scissors, so the fuse will ignite, and there you go. That's what it should look like. Now you're going to want to get the shells, obviously, and get the one with the little point. See this? Get one of these, and then what you're going to do is place the delay fuse in the hole right here, and you can just push it in like that. But what I'm going to do first is put a little glue on the fuse, and make sure the glue doesn't get on the edges. Just a little bit in the middle, just enough to make it stick. You can't even tell I put glue on it. So what you do is you insert the fuse, and make sure glue is touching it. Okay, so then once I have the fuse in the shell, you can put this aside. Now the next step is to create the effect in the shell. So what you're going to want to do is get the second part of the shell, which is this, with no hole. And you need your black powder right here. So what I'm going to do is just fill it up, probably almost all the way with black powder, since you're not going to fill the other side. So you just fill that up with black powder. As you can see, there's black powder in there now. And then the effect I'm going to use is a crackling ball, and you guys have seen these everywhere. So what you do is you just take it apart, and I'm only using a couple stars, about that much, about like between 5 and 10 stars. You don't need too many. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm using 8, and that's actually going to create a pretty big report, if you can see carefully. And then let me put that back in. So you have this side done, and that's all you need to do. And this is a little tricky part. You're going to want to get this glue, or whatever glue you have, on the edge of this one. And then this is how I'm going to do it. Just going to kind of rotate the shell and let the glue get on. And this glue is actually sort of old, that's why it's smearing all over, but you got my point. You just need to put glue on this rim. And then now this part is where you combine the shell together. So I have this half with nothing in it, and it's glued in so the fuse won't fall, and this half is where everything is. All you do is you just snap it on like that, and your shell is pretty much done. This is what the shell looks like. And now the next part will be the lift, and that's meaning what will get the shell into the air. Sorry if you don't understand me, I'm very tired right now. Okay, so we have the shell, and here's how to do the lift. Alright, so now you got this tube from canonfuse.com, and you cut about 1/2 inch, a little more than that with scissors if you want, so let me just do that. And this is a tricky part right here. Alright, so you don't need this part, you can use this for more shells. You can probably use one of these for like 3 lifts. And then this is the part that I cut off, and as you can see, scissor kind of messed it up, so just try to get it back to the way it was before. Yeah, now as you can see, it's kind of in better shape. And then what you're going to do is get some more glue, like this, and just put some glue on the edge that's going to connect to the shell. Alright, so there we go, I just did it like that, so there's glue on these edges. And then you get the shell, and you make sure the fuse is perfectly in the middle, and then all you do is push the shell in. And make sure the shell is perfectly centered. And then you just hold that for a couple seconds, so it just holds on to it. And this is what the shell looks like when it's almost done. So now the next step is to create a hole in here. And actually I should have done it before I put it on the shell, because now it's going to be harder. But this hole is going to be the place where the fuse goes and ignites the black powder in here. So use any type of nail you want just to puncture a hole. So that's what I'm going to do. Get the nail, just press really hard, and just make a little hole. And make sure the hole just follows right through and doesn't damage. Okay, so I'm just making sure this hole is going to work. Okay, so now you have a hole right there where the fuse goes. And then what you're going to want to do is get more black powder and pour it right into this. So we get more black powder and pour it directly into here. And once there's enough black powder in here, you're going to want to get some tape, so you can just leave it somewhere where it won't fall. Usually I just get this and I put it on top, like this, so it won't fall. Sorry if you can't see it, but It's not gonna fall now. And then I get some tape, masking tape, and then get the tape, and make sure you don't cover the fuse hole because you're gonna need to stick the fuse in. But you put some tape on top to hold all the powder in, just like that. So now the powder can't fall out. And then here you just kind of push the sides in. So now what you're gonna want to do is put a fuse in this hole right here. So let me do that. Alright, so I'm using a thinner fuse, and what I'm going to do is just cut a little bit, and I'm going to set this fuse right into the hole, like that. So now there's a fuse in it, and then I'm going to get some tape, and just put some tape on top, and there you go. You have a 1-inch shell. So all you need to do is just put it in a 1-inch tube, and you're ready to go. Thank you for watching.